Great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hilton coming at you live and direct with Tribal Quotes. Man, Brother Mannis put his foot on the beat there, man. That's hot. I don't even know what to say. I lose myself every time I turn it on. I lost 30 seconds of the whole of the whole show just by playing that, you know. So we on day 5. Day 5. Can you believe it? Man, listen. It's a big commitment to say that we're gonna do 90 days together. But I'm in it if you in it, and whenever you want a review is gonna be here. And then if y'all want something else to continue, because I'm still finding proverbs and things like that, we could continue. But right now we have a 90-day commitment where we're gonna do 90 sessions of this. All right, so now let's get to it. Let's read for day 5. You ready? Here we go. Achievement seems to be connected with action. Successful men and women keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. That's Conrad Hilton. Life shrinks or expands in proportions to one's courage. Anais Nin. When one would climb a tree, one begins from the bottom and not the top. Ashanti. Now I know y'all already saying, look, you about to pick the third one. I wanted to pick the third one, but the second one was calling out to me. Actually, the first one was hot too, but the second one is calling out to me. And his life shrinks or expands in proportions to one's courage. So we're gonna go back to the instructions. For those who want to join me, I'm in Giami Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes by Hatem Giami. I have already posted a link for the book. You can find the book at www.giamijourney.com. Look up Giami Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes, or you can just Google it, and it'll pop up and take you to the site where you can purchase the book, and you can keep up with us out the book, and you can actually do the written exercise. All right. So step 1, on line 1, mark on the line marked 1. You define the proverb for yourself. Break it down to see what's in it for you. All right. Here we go. Breaking it down. Life shrinks or expands in proportions to one's courage. You can go no higher. You could climb no higher than your courage will allow. Life will not expand any bigger or get any bigger for you if you are plagued by fear. If you allow your fear to overcome you, then you will never, ever move beyond your fear. Now, when we live a courageous life, our life expands because we are willing to explore. We're willing to do as the first proverb says. We're willing to fail. We're willing to keep moving. And now, what's crazy about this is I'm teaching my daughter how to ride a bike. So I have to take her through the whole process. The training wheels, I started her at 2 and trying to do the pedals. She would get frustrated and stop and get, scared, and she could go no further than she thought she could. She'd go no further than her courage would carry her. So now she's 3. So she jump on it now. She could move the pedals, and because she moved the pedals, she understands now that the pedals move the bike. So now she's out pedaling, and she got the training wheels, and she's rocking back and forth, and at first she would go and she would push back and it would stop, and she didn't understand that's the brakes, and she would get fearful and get stuck because she wouldn't know. She would keep pushing it back and it wouldn't go nowhere, and it took her a while to figure out and to be bold enough to, all right, well, let me try going a different direction. And when she went in a different direction, now we go for almost a block before she accidentally hit the brakes. So her life is expanding because her curiosity, and she is not limiting her curiosity to her fear. She's being a little bit more courageous than her fear. And I notice the same thing. I'm trying to teach myself how to juggle. Now, I'm trying to teach myself a lot of things right now. And I'm finding that my fear of failing or even making mistakes, even though nobody is watching, limits how far I could go. I'm trying to juggle, so I felt bad about letting the balls drop. And then I started thinking about it. How in the world am I going to learn to juggle if I don't let the balls fall? Now, so I started letting the balls fall, and I'm starting to make just a little bit of progress. It ain't super, but I mean, I'm making a little bit of progress, and I feel good about where I'm going. But my courage has allowed my life to expand. I'm willing to try new things, and I'm going to keep on trying new things. I'm going to keep on learning new things. I'm going to keep on sharing new things with you. All right, so that's the breakdown. On line 2, write out what lesson you have learned from your definition and how you can use it in your life to move towards success. Well, I kind of did all that. This is Brother Hilton saying, hey, get with me on the journey. Jeremy Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes. You can pick it up at www.jeremyjourney.com. It'll take you straight to createspace.com. And I would suggest those of you that have a book in you, it'll be real good for you to use createspace.com to help you self-publish your own work. Let me know and I advertise your book on my show. You know, I have no problem. This is a community show. It's just that I just happen to be the voice right now. Hopefully somebody will pick it up and do the show 90 days from now, picking their own and coming up with their own stuff, because the whole idea is not for you to get what I learned, but to get out of it what you learned. I'm just sharing what I learned, hopefully as a catalyst to get you moving. All right, this is Brother Hilton saying peace, and I'd like to thank you for your time, and I'd like to thank you for blessing me with your ears. And with that, I say, I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. Peace.